Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Josephine with Bole Solution Training Center here. We're located in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm coming to you today to be able to educate you on heat-related emergencies. I bring this topic to the attention of many people because in parts of the world, West Africa, especially in Liberia, this is the dry season, and so it is very humid, it is very hot. And recently, from the inauguration of the new president of the Republic of Liberia, we did have a situation where it was very hot and it led to him fainting during the inauguration, and the program ended at that point. We're so glad that he is doing okay, that it wasn't worse. It could have been worse, but we're glad that he's doing okay. And because this topic is being talked about on social media, I decided to educate people about heat-related emergencies. I'm going to share what are some heat-related emergencies, what causes a heat-related emergency, and what can you do when you're on the scene to help someone who is experiencing a heat-related emergency. All right, heat-related illnesses occurs when a person's body is unable to cool itself, right? Whether it be through sweating or heat loss into the air. There's things that when a person is experiencing a heat-related emergency, their body cannot cool itself. So then that's why people have to step in to help them to cool the body down, okay? It is most common when a person becomes dehydrated. So someone that's dehydrated, meaning you did not drink, you're thirsty, because once you feel thirsty, that is the indication that you are already dehydrated. So don't wait until you're thirsty to drink, okay? You should be drinking often to stay hydrated. And there also another thing is when there is high temperature with high humidity, right? So there's high temperature and then there's high humidity. Basically, from what we heard based on what happened in Liberia, West Africa, is that it was high temperature and Liberia is hot. So there was high humidity because we saw people fanning themselves in that moment, right? And there was no breeze that was blowing. So it was really hot. Now, the people that are at risk for heat-related emergencies, one, people who work or exercise outdoors when it's very hot. So it can be athletes, it can be laborers, it can be soldiers, or those who have poor tolerance to heat. Some people just cannot tolerate heat. And those people include the elderly, which the president is an elderly man, the very young, so for infants, children, or also people with medical problems, okay? People with medical problems should not be in the heat. It is important that one, recognizing that a heat emergency and then treating it early before it becomes life-threatening. Okay, once you start to feel like your body is overheating and you're outdoor, it is important, go into the cold. Okay, go get a fan. All right, if there's AC, go into the AC, because that could be a sign that you're about to have a heat-related emergency. There's also what we call heat cramps. Okay, heat cramps is signs of painful muscle cramps in the abdomen. It happens in the abdomen, in the arms, and in the leg. Usually when you do a strenuous activity and you're sweating a lot, you start to have heat cramps. Okay, when someone is experiencing heat cramps, what you want to do is stop the activity. They need to stop. They need to move to a location where it is cool. Give them water, give them sports drink, give them a juice, give them milk, you know, whatever it is, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to give them cold liquid so that it can cool in the inside of their body, because their temperature is rising at this point. As far as the muscles, because they're having cramps in their muscles, you want to go ahead and massage the muscles and stretch it out, so that it helps them feel better. But lots of liquid come in handy. The second thing when it comes to heat related emergencies, it heat exhaustion. Okay, heat exhaustion. All right. It develops when you ignore the early signs or threats of the illness. For example, the cramps. You ignore it, and then the conditions start to worsen. Okay. What happens with heat exhaustion is that, of course, they're experiencing the heat cramps. They're sweating. They are intense. They're thirsty. The person becomes thirsty. The skin is pale, weakness, fainting, headache, dizziness. Some people will even experience vomiting. When that happens, we need to stop the activity. We need to lay the person down in a cool location. Once again, remove the clothing. Give them sports drink. Give them water if water is available, right? If that person is not responding, we need to call for help right away. Call your emergency department for help, okay? So especially when it is hot, it is so important. If you know that it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, make sure to wear a hat. Okay, make sure to have a sports drink with you, have water with you. Make sure you sit in the shade, not under the hot sun. Okay, and then it is important for us to keep a watchful eye for signs of heat related emergencies in a person, especially someone elderly, someone very young, someone who has medical problems. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video right here on heat exhaustion, because from heat exhaustion, then we see that it can go into heat stroke, where when someone experiences heat stroke, the person can no longer control their body temperature, right? The body temperature rises quickly and it becomes life-threatening. Okay, so they're experiencing seizures, they're experiencing slower speech, confusion, dizziness, they will have severe headache, they will be breathing fast. Those are all things that you will see when someone is experiencing heat stroke. We need to call 911. That's the worst of the heat related emergency, is heat stroke. So always remember, watch the temperature. Okay, get acclimated with the heat. Okay, watch out for each other. Drink a lot of fluids. Okay, protect yourself. Dress appropriately. Hat, sunglasses, those things that can protect you. So I hope that helps someone today who may be in an environment that's really hot, or you may have the elderly with you, someone who has a medical problem, so that you can help them be better prepared if you're going to be in humidity, in high temperature, where there's no breeze. It is important that we stay safe. So thank you for tuning in. This is Josephine with Bole Solution Training Center. Don't forget to visit our website, www.bolesolution.com, to sign up for a training class with us, to be educated on how to do CPR, to carry out first aid. We have so many trainings. So I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Take care and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.